First time in more than 50 years, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA, is changing the way it classifies marijuana, recognizing the medical benefits of cannabis and reclassifying it as a less dangerous drug. Of course, Arizona already has medical marijuana and recreational marijuana. 13 News reporter Bud Foster joining us live from Botanica on the northwest side. And Bud, how will this DEA decision change things in Arizona?
Well, it will change things here very, very significantly, Dan. At this point, the consumers they won't see very much, although they will likely see some lower prices. But for dispensary owners like here at Botanica, they will see some huge changes. They will see the getting rid of some rules and regulations and very onerous tax laws that have, up to this point, very much limited their growth.
It's a slow, agonizing walk to the finish line, but today's news was really big news.
Really good news for a struggling industry which has been saddled with onerous regulations and tax laws hampering their ability to grow and to expand. The owners are burdened by tax laws which limits their ability to be like any other business.
We pay taxes on our gross revenue, which is, the effective rate ends up being about 60% tax rate that we pay.
But now with a reclassification from the Biden administration, those tax laws on the $34 billion industry will disappear, leading to benefits for not only the dispensaries in Arizona, but likely for the consumers as well.
I can see it getting down to the consumer because if I'm not paying 60% tax, then I have more revenue to be able to get better deals on pricing.
Lower prices also helps out by eliminating a thriving black market, which can and does charge cheaper prices. Marijuana was classified as a Schedule I drug along with heroin or meth in 1971 during the early years of the drug war. But in recent years, medical marijuana has become popular and has shown it to have medical benefits, which has changed attitudes in Washington.
Part of the reason they kept it there so long is they said, well, you can't prove that there's a medical benefit, but they wouldn't legally allow you to test it to prove there was a medical benefit.
The reclassification must still go through a process, so it's not in effect yet. But when complete, marijuana will be classified more like a Tylenol tablet or a steroid. Full legalization is likely still a ways away, but the liberalization of the marijuana laws may not be done yet.
Hopefully, when that day comes and the federal decriminalization happens, part of that law will include basically vacating people's convictions for these types of offenses, as long as it's not a violent offense.
Now, again, this is only the beginning of the process. They've got to go through public hearings and things may change there. And also, not everybody is very happy about this, so there is likely to be some pushback. So what they did today, they started a process, and right now the battle lines are being drawn. In Marana, Bud Foster, 13 News.